the past several years, DJI has seen the proliferation of drone technology being used for a wide variety of innovative applications. And a lot of that's being celebrated at this event, particularly in the enterprise space. People putting drones to work for infrastructure inspection, oil and gas pipeline inspection. But one of the unspoken things that drones have been providing a lot of value in is saving lives, disaster response, first responders, even second responders, to help them better analyze the situation, to reduce risk to people and help save lives. We had over 55 applications from all over the world, and it was really inspiring. We had everything from people using drones in disaster scenarios. We had people using drones to spot sharks and help save swimmers out on a beach. All of these things show that drones can provide value in improving responsiveness in scenarios where every second counts, but also reducing the risk to people in these scenarios to help gather information so that emergency workers can make smarter, faster, safer decisions.
There are so many applications that were inspiring to us, and it's a pity that we only had to pick 5. Certainly the one that we found most intriguing was DroneSAR in Chile. This was really about creating a network effect for drone pilots. So it's no longer necessary to just have individual teams who know how to use the technology. Instead, you can call on the people who already have drones for professional or creative or hobbyist applications and enlist them to come out and help with a search and rescue effort. So that network multiplier effect ends up being a lot more scalable. And certainly from a technological point of view, some of the work that Zipline is doing to deliver blood in Africa beyond visual line of sight, reducing the amount of time that it takes to get from a major town to a small village in delivering crucial medical supplies is truly awe-inspiring.
We work together with a company called We Robotics that has used drones in disaster response, recovery. After the earthquake in Nepal in 2015, they used drones to map the damage created by the earthquake to start planning proactively not only how to recover and how to rebuild, but also how to make the environment safer ahead of the next potential natural disaster. So that sort of combination of not only responsive, but also proactive thinking ahead, using drones to model out a scenario to make the environment safer was really powerful. So there's a few things that are really unique about DJI products that make them the perfect tool for humanitarian missions. One is that they're accessible. It's easy to get it into most people's hands so that they can get it up and fly it. They're high performance. So even in dense RF environments like this, even our most entry-level consumer platform is able to fly stably. And that's important in an environment where you might have wind, rain, concrete throwing off weird signals, and our platforms will fly stably. And then most importantly, our platforms are flexible. So we have an open SDK for not only mobile applications that you can build on top of our platform, but also payload SDK. So if there's particular sensor information that you can't get from a camera, you can actually build out that application and put it onto our platform so it can gain better situational awareness. A good example is we have a partner that has integrated a methane gas detector on drones. So obviously that's not an application that makes sense for us to scale as a company, but for emergency response unit, that's pretty critical because you can start looking for potentially dangerous gases following an accident. These are some of the unique things that make DJI not only flexible for humanitarian applications, but generally within the industry. We're just really inspired, though, by seeing the way that people are putting our platforms to use and saving lives.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.